What the hell's up, guys? Before we get into the video, first I want to give a quick awesome shout out to a friend of the channel, just a nice person, really nice person and great content creator, HT Hayes. He makes some great content where he reacts to music and stuff. He's great. He's always been such a big supporter of my music, and it means a lot to me. And the reason I'm giving him a shout out is because he is sponsoring this video, and in turn sponsoring the tour I'm on, the Freak Show tour with Jordana. It's been awesome and great. So check out Troy's channel. It's awesome. He just did a reaction to Olivia Rodrigo's new album. Overall great stuff. So thank you, Troy. Probably wondering, what is this? What's this you're in? Is this what is this? Is this a thing you're in? This isn't a house you're in. Is this something? I'm in a van right now. You know why? Because I'm on tour, baby. Just played the first 3 shows, and now today's an off day. We're going to North Carolina, and I'm playing a show tomorrow in North Carolina. Sold out already, sorry. But a bunch of the shows aren't sold out, and the ones that aren't sold out, tickets in my description, devlemons.net. But yeah, I mean, before we get into it, tour's just been amazing. I truly cannot thank you guys enough for being such an incredible crowd. So much fun every single night. And you guys sing along. It's like, what? How do you know that? It's awesome. All right, guys, you might have seen me and Nick actually made a video on Doja Cat a while ago when she was in the thick of all that stuff, tweeting all that stuff about, oh, my fans suck. My fans are dumb. My old music's dumb. My boyfriend's great. You guys are dumb for thinking he's bad. And a lot of this, it felt like, was a PR stunt for this upcoming album she was in the process of rolling out. And now the album is out. It's not called Hellmouth. It's not called First of All. No, it's called Scarlet. In case you guys don't know what happened, I'll give a quick little recap. Oh, separate the art from the artist. I actually want to talk about that too. But let's just talk about what she did online recently before we talk about the album. Basically, she's just like freaking out at her fans, right? Talked a lot about how her old music was like a cash grab and mediocre, stuff like that. Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs and y'all fell for it. Now I can go disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved ones on an island while y'all weep for mediocre pop. Like, you can think that stuff in your head and like talk about that stuff to your friends and stuff and your loved ones that you're touching the grass with, but it's like, why are you talking down to your fans about liking your old music, especially given what your new album actually does sound like? Like, it's, guys, the way she's talking about her new music, and especially when Attention came out, you're thinking like, oh, she's gonna do something so wild and awesome and just something that she's never really done before, something almost revolutionary in a way in this new album. It's going to be just incredible. It's going to blow all of her past albums out of the water, right? And then she started lashing out at her fans for calling her fan base kittens. Which is weird. It's just like, stop calling yourself kittens. Like, go out, go rethink your life or something. Even though she literally, in a tweet, had referred to her fans as kittens. When she did a song with Nicki Minaj or something, it was like, oh, calling all the Barbs and the kittens. And then the nail in the coffin, the biggest thing that people were upset at her about was the fact that people were, you know, replying to her tweets and photos of her with her boyfriend Jay Cyrus and talking about how he like groomed them in his Twitch chat and was just like really inappropriate with his fans. And her response to that was just blocking these people and lashing out at these people for bringing that up. Weird. I think it's impossible to separate the art from the artist when the artist is talking about the art the way that Doja Cat is talking about the art, when you are not only talking about your new music like it's going to totally blow this mediocre pop, which was, it's just not the case. Like, her old stuff is not mediocre by any means. I mean, I think in terms of like full albums, I don't really think of Doja Cat as someone who has put out like an incredible album, but I think there are certain songs within the album that are incredible amongst like some filler. But I do think the songs that are good are really good. To talk about this new music that's coming out as if this old stuff was just mediocre and like y'all fell for it, talking down to the fans as if there's something wrong with them for liking the old music, you would think that, okay, well, this new music better be so good that it warrants this type of conversation to be had. I don't know. I've kind of like fluctuated with how I felt about Doja Cat, because I do think that she is annoying online. But as an artist, like, I loved her music so much. I truly do think she is such an incredible performer and such an incredible songwriter. And just the way she is so versatile in her deliveries. Her lyrics are always fun, and her like hooks, like she's so good at writing a hook a lot of the time. And her verses too. It's like she doesn't even fall flat on the verses. It's literally, she has so many like solid songs that I've just loved. But I think regardless of, you know, how she talked about her music online, the new album, especially compared to Planet Her and Hot Pink, is quite literally the most mediocre out of all three of them. I just don't understand how this is different from what you've already done. Like, don't talk about the new music like it's some crazy stuff. Ooh, you don't want to see me go crazy. There's such a debate over separate the art from the artist, but it's literally only a debate that's ever brought up if the artist did something negative. If the artist's personality is positively contributing to how people perceive the art, it is never up for debate. I don't know. I just literally feel like it's only something that's a topic of debate when the artist does something wrong. It's like, oh, well, like to justify listening to their music still. But I think when the controversy, at least one of them, is the artist talking down to their fans for liking their old music because this new stuff is way above the mediocre pop they used to make, when it's literally worse, I'm not going to separate that from how I perceive this album. I'm going to take that into account when I go into this album because of my expectations going into this album that are set by the artists themselves. But it's like, dude, you're gonna give me something like the Fortnite skin? I need you like my Fortnites, I need to wear you like my Fortnite skin? Like Fortnite, I need your skin? What are those? Who are you and what are those? What are those twice on the album? Come on. And there are points on the album where she has some great verses. A lot of the songs have great moments, but the beat is just so unmemorable. And I feel like a lot of the time with Doja Cat's music in the past, like some of her best songs, the beat isn't anything special. The beat's fun. It's like good. It's got a nice groove, but it's never something that I really walk away remembering as much as I remember what Doja Cat did over the beat, the way she fits in these beats, in the pocket of these beats. And I think there's a lot of times on this album where even the beat is so boring that when she does do something good, it's like, this would be so much better if the beat was just something more interesting, something different than what she's already done. Or not just like a worse version of stuff that she's already done. It's like, pick some producers that can add some edge to your music if you want to make this like edgelord stuff. If you want to be an edgelord online, you can't come out with literally the same watered down versions of the same stuff you've been doing. And again, like about the verses, like there are a lot of songs on this album, like Bullet. I feel like the verses on that song are so good. The beat is really nice, but then the chorus just falls so flat. And even Agora Hills, like that song is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but it wouldn't even be that bad if the chorus was just more memorable. Like the chorus just slows down the song so much. I'm just like, get on with it. This could have been half as long and twice as fast, but it's so boring. And then you got the Fortnite, I need your skin. It's like, that's fine. I'm fine with it if it's just like a better song. But I will say about this song, it is interesting how she did try something new in the verses. I feel like I've never really heard her try this type of delivery, this like almost Coco and Claire-ish sort of sass in it, I guess. I don't know. I did think that was really interesting because I don't think I've really heard her do something like that before. And even Demons, it's like the beat on that song is awesome. It is so cool. And the chorus, like the hook on that one is it's hype. Like I like it. It's fun. But then the verses on this one just fall so flat that I'm just like, come on. It's just a waste of a song. It's remarkable though how good of a performer she is. Like she can in a way kind of get away with this a little bit because I'm watching her performance at the VMAs. I'm watching her perform Demons, and it was like literally my favorite performance of not only just her set, but like kind of the night. Like I would at least put her performance of Demons in my top 3. Like she is so good at performing. It's unreal. Like her stage presence is just unmatched, and she just like she's so confident and like comfortable up there. It's really remarkable. I just literally cannot believe that she was just like, you guys are, you sheep, you fell for my mediocre pop, and now my demons are out. Ooh, here come my little monsters. Here come the monsters and my crazy new songs. And then it's literally, it's the same crap. It's just more pop, which is fine. It's fine. Just, you don't have to act like it's something crazy, though. It's like annoying. You're being annoying. One song on this album that I do love so much, and I'm definitely gonna just like listen to a lot, is Skull and Bones. It is really good. Like, it is so good. Her voice sounds amazing, and her verses are really well written. I feel like this is like definitely one of the standout songs to me, if not like the only standout song on this whole album. The rest of them, I'm just like, I don't need to listen to it again. Like, you're gonna tell me that Get Into It, Ain't Shit, Like That, Kiss Me More, Say So, Cybersex, you're gonna tell me those are all mediocre pop. Like, you're gonna tell me that I'm falling for something for liking those songs, and then you're gonna put out Agora Hills. Is that what we're doing? Is this a joke? And I don't know, because it's interesting. You think about, well, is this some type of character she's doing? Is this some type of part of the strategy to this rollout? She changed all her stuff to be red, all her thumbnails be red, and like her merch is like leaning into the controversy. It's self-aware, like recovering Doja Cat fan, and it all looks like crap. But I don't think it's really that much of a character when she's kind of always been like this online. Like, and I think there's a reason for her acting like this online, right? Obviously, you know, I mean, I can only imagine what has gone on behind the scenes in her career on the business side, even on like the fan side. I can only imagine the bull crap she's had to deal with at the level she's at. And I think the music industry in a lot of ways is kind of built to chew up artists and spit them out and break them down. And I think naturally there are things about the business that are going to make people naturally just have less motivation sometimes to put out a new album, despite their label contract maybe requiring them to put out an album of music. But it's like, don't be annoying. Like, just, you don't have to be annoying. Because my expectations for this album were so high, rightfully so, given how she talked about it online. When you put it out and it's literally, it's what it is, I'm gonna have more of a visceral reaction to it. But at the same time, when you think about it, it's kind of interesting. Because if she didn't talk about it online like that, maybe I would walk away and be like, oh, this is kind of mid, and I wouldn't really think that twice about it. I would listen to Skull and Bones and I would just like go on with my life. But maybe it's interesting that she's doing this, like this all press is good press sort of thing, this sort of like, I'm going to hype this album up to be insane and then I'm going to drop something mid. But then since I'm hyping it up to be insane, people are going to think it's bad, and then people are going to talk about it more. It's actually, maybe this is more big brain than any of us realize. But regardless, it's like, just make something good then. I don't know. You don't have to rely on all this dumb crap to make yourself relevant, because she's made so many like good songs, but she's so annoying. Like, stop. Now, do I think that this album and all of her online crap, like, do I think that, oh, Doja Cat is ruining her own career, Doja Cat's done after this, she's not coming back from this? No. I think that her numbers now and just sort of how people are reacting to her music now is not as overwhelmingly positive and constantly talked about as it was in 2020, 2021 at like the peak of TikTok when her music was like dominating the platform. But I don't think that necessarily means that like she's just gonna, like, people don't care about her anymore. I think there are still a lot of people who do love the new music, and that's fine. Like, I don't think it's wrong to like the music. It's just, in my opinion, I think it's really annoying that this is what came out after she was so disrespectful to her fans.
Doja, I'm not impressed. She won that for a second. I listened to some of the Planet Her today, and I already think that's better than the new album. There's a couple songs I like, but she's all bark, no bite. So bite on that for a second.
Hey, that's good.
Thanks.
Hey, that was good. All bark, no bite. Bite on that. Did you hear that, guys? I just said what you said, and then I said it louder. It's funny. Well, guys, it looks like our chariot awaits. Wait, no, we're in the chariot. It looks like our chariot is pulling up to our castle of the night. Castle of the night, where we stay on the road. And it's fun. So I'm done with this video. And I hope you guys like thinking about this stuff. And let me know what you think of the Doja Cat album. And come to the freak show. You don't want to see my demons. You don't want to see my little monsters at the freak show. You don't want to see what freaks come out. Guys, it's seriously so fun. Someone brought a bubble gun. I love the bubble gun. Guys, so please bring a bubble gun if you want. It's fun. But yeah, if you've already come to a show on the tour, thank you so much for coming. It was so great having you there. And you really, I hope you had fun because I had a blast. If you haven't got tickets yet, devlemons.net. That rhymed. Hey, I'm really nice at that. Jordana's great too. Man, what an incredible performer, guys. Guys, so good. It's crazy. I'd never seen her live before this tour. Now all of a sudden, I'm like, wow. I'll have what she's having. Yeah, I'll have what she's having. Really good. So gotta come watch us both live. It's really fun. And I'll see you again when I see you. Bye.